Hello everybody. I haven't done a video in a while, but I thought this topic might be of interest to you. I've been flying FPV for many years now. In fact, I started out in analog FPV, but I didn't like it very much, and I pretty much abandoned it. Before I invested in really high-end analog, I decided the image quality and range just wasn't good enough for me, and I pretty much stopped flying FPV for a while. But when DJI came out with the digital system, this is the first generation DJI, I tried it and I was hooked. And since that time, I've tried all, and I use all the different digital systems, and I still fly them all. Now, this is not a technical discussion of the systems. It's really my experience with them, why I fly them, and why I've chosen the systems that I've chosen. If you're investigating getting into digital FPV, I would recommend you watch people like Joshua Bardwell, Painless 360. There's lots of videos out there about digital FPV and which systems might be best for you. So let's get started. If you're thinking about just getting into FPV, not necessarily digital, and you're thinking about analog, my recommendation would be not to go analog FPV. Yes, you can save a small amount of money, but by the time you invest in high-end analog, you could pretty much purchase a digital system. And I think the experience is going to be much better with digital FPV. So let's get into the various digital FPV systems. First, HD0. Their range, penetration, and image are not as good as the other systems, though it's still better than analog. However, if your thing is racing, it has the lowest latency of all the other systems. That is the time between when you move the sticks, when you make a move and you see the move in the goggles. It's the short. In fact, with HD0. You really can't feel any lag at all. And if your thing is whoops, and a lot of people race these, it's the lightest, it's the smallest, it's a really great for whoop flying. I fly this little 65 millimeter in the house, and it can go pretty much anywhere, and it is really a lot of fun to fly. So my experience with HD0 is indoor whoop flying, and for that it's great. I'm not a racer, so that's what I use it for. The next system I want to talk about is Walksnail or Avatar. Walksnail has very good goggles, very clear bright screens, very good penetration and range, and many different choices for VTXs and cameras to choose from. I have it in as small as a 65, 75 millimeter, up to large 5-inch quads. This one is a 4-inch. You can fit them pretty much in, not in a 65 millimeter. I don't think. I really think it's a little heavy for that. But 75 millimeter up to any other size, it works fine. I think for all the digital systems, it's the most reasonably priced. It's still expensive, more expensive than analog, but it's a little more reasonably priced. They're innovating a lot. They're adding new software. They're adding new technology. It's not as mature a product as DJI, but they're constantly improving. It's durable. The little 1S, this is the little 1S board, is not the most durable, but it's durable enough. So I've crashed these things many times, and I have not yet. I know other people have had some problems, but I haven't broken any of my Walksnail system. Finally, let's talk about DJI. I invested in DJI early and already had air units and Vistas when they came out with their new goggles. These are the Integras. They also have another version called the Goggles too, and they've just come out with a new goggle. It doesn't work with the existing systems. The image quality in the goggles is very good with DJI, particularly with the O3 air unit. I think they have the best range and penetration, the best image, and they're extremely durable. I have never broken a DJI VTX. Now, they also are the most expensive. For example, one DJI O3 air unit costs more than two 1S Walksnail VTXs. I think right now the going price for an O3 is about $260. Pretty expensive. The other thing is with DJI you have the least choice. Vistas are the smallest thing they make. They're still large and kind of heavy. The smallest quad I have a Vista in is 3-inch. Yes, people put naked Vistas. They take the cases off, they decase them, but I think it's not worth it. I think that they don't. A Vista doesn't fly that well in anything under a 3-inch quad. So you really have the least amount of choice with DJI than you do with the other systems. So in summary, is there a clear winner? Well, I don't think so. It really depends on what you want to do with the hobby. And how much money you have, frankly. For example, my priority is the image in the goggles. Though I record sometime and send it, put it on these YouTube videos or send it to family and friends, it's really not a priority for me. For me, it's how does the image look in the goggles. For other people, recording is the most important thing. They want the best image quality for their recording. I think for most people, Walksnail is a good compromise for digital FPV. It's reasonably priced. It has a variety of VTX sizes and weights, so you can put it in everything from a small quad to a large one. It's reliable. It has very good image quality in the goggles, and it has some flexibility that DJI does not have. But if you don't care about flying small quads and you don't care about how much it costs, I think DJI probably has the edge in image quality, range, and penetration. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them in the comments. See you later.